Hey everybody, welcome to Outdoor Adventures. It's the end of January right now, and I couldn't miss this opportunity. The weather is actually like 50 degrees right now. It's supposed to be a high of 60. So this morning I blasted down to Ohiopyle, which is near the start point of the Laurel Highlands hiking trail. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that if you're a fan of the channel. In fact, the trail is right over here behind me on the other side of the Youghiogheny River. So I'm pretty sure me and everybody else had the idea to come out to this trail today. There's a lot of people out here. Can't seem to get away from them right now, but it's alright. We're right at the beginning of the trailhead, so it's not a big deal. Just out here for a quick day hike. Not really sure where I'm going. No real plans. Maybe do 10 to 12 miles and call it a day. Just want to come out here and get some conditioning while I can. While it's such a beautiful day. It's blue skies, sunny, warm weather, end of January. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, not only is this a great place to day hike and camp and stuff, but it's also known for its whitewater rafting. Beautiful weather. I can't get over it, man. It's starting the conditioning early. First video of 2017. It's gonna be pretty fun today. First little overlook. It's actually a decent way down. But yeah, right on the other side over there, that's where Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail is. One of my favorite trails of the area. Now, I was also hoping to come out here to test out a new backpack that I was looking at. Today I'm rocking the Osprey Stratos 24 or 22, I can't remember. But I've had this pack for about probably going on 3 or 4 years now, at least 3. And it does its job, it's just a little too heavy. My main backpack, the Osprey Exos, I think weighs a little bit less than this day pack. And that's a 48 liter, so I was looking at the Osprey Talon 11 because 11 liters, maybe 18, it's really all I need for any kind of day hike these days, with the gear getting smaller and everything. So I ordered it, and it came yesterday, and I tried it on, and the waist belt was like up here. So I don't know if I accidentally bought like the kids version of that, but yeah, that one's definitely going back. I didn't see any kind of information of it being a kid's model, but I don't know, maybe I need the medium large. I ended up getting the small medium just because that's what the size of my Exos is. I figured the sizing should be the same over, the same manufacturer, but hey, apparently not. Cool pack. I mean, it's nice. I could fit everything in it. It's just, the hip belt. I don't know what was going on with that. So, if you guys have any suggestions on day packs, with the primary feature that I'm looking for is to be able to get back and get to your water bottles without taking the pack off, let me know. Comment below, because I am definitely in the market for a new day pack. This one's it's just it serves its purpose. It's time to do an upgrade to something lighter finally, and especially this year. This year we have a ton of trips planned out already, and it's January. Absolutely gorgeous day out here. Loving it. Now, I actually wanted to be out on some winter trips already, but weather just hasn't been cooperating. I don't really like hiking in the cold weather unless it's actually going to be snowing a decent bit. I really like hiking during the day and then getting to camp a couple hours before dark. And the way I like to hike, I really can't do it in cold weather. And if there's snow, I'm all about it. Definitely if there's snow. But if it's just cold and it gets dark around 5:30, it's not the most fun thing for me to do. I don't like wearing boots especially. But yeah, I was hoping to do actually some snowshoeing up in this area But yeah, really haven't gotten any snow this year, any accumulation whatsoever. So I am really looking forward to some trips this year. There's actually 3 trips I'm really looking forward to. The Linville Gorge, it's going to be a great trip. Great Smoky Mountains, going to make my return to that beautiful place. I like to have one big trip every year. You know, the first year was through hiking the Laurel Highlands. Second year was Cranberry Lake. Third year was the Susquehannock Trail System. All wonderful trips, all amazing trips. This year, I'm actually in the planning stages already for the Superior Hiking Trail up in Minnesota. Gonna be a decent drive up there. Something like 15 hours, 16 hours. But we're gonna spend 2 weeks on the Superior Hiking Trail. I'm thinking about 260 miles, which that's most of the trail that you're allowed to camp on. I think, you know, after Duluth, the southern area of that trail, you're not allowed to camp. So you have to do it in day hikes, do it all at once, which would be really rough. Or, you know, break up the trip and just stay in like a hotel or something on the night. But that part of the trail really doesn't interest me for that reason. But we are knocking out about 261 miles, I think, exactly on that trail. Sometime in September or August, that'll happen. So, good stuff. Really looking forward to that. I think I'm also going to check out the Loyal Sock Trail. I've been recommended that trail, I think, hundreds of times so far on the channel, just in the live Q&A sessions that I've done, random comments and Facebook alike. Everybody seems to really recommend that trail, so definitely gonna check that out. Then in May, or the end of April, Alex and I, Meerkat, are gonna be doing the Laurel Highlands Trail again. That won't be filmed, but that'll be a conditioning trip. So that'll kind of kickstart off the year right, you know, get the mileage in early, start conditioning those feet, and just getting prepared for an awesome, awesome 3 season. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Quiet too, very quiet. I think I got away from all the people that are doing day hikes today. I think I'm a little farther than they wanted to go now. So that's good. There you go. It's a nice view. Cool stuff. I didn't even know this was here. And you can see down that way, that is the Youghiogheny River. And somewhere over there is the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail. Very pretty. Sometimes you just zone out on the trail. I think your mind is just processing stuff, and it just feels so good to be in that state of mind and surrounded by scenery that just looks absolutely beautiful, like what we're walking through right now. Really, really cool feeling. Kind of just spacing out and enjoying the trail. Pretty cool stuff right here. It's got to be up in the low 60s right now. Just had to stop and take my long sleeve off. It just got too hot. Now, another goal of mine for this year, there is a state park about 2 hours northeast of Pittsburgh called Oil Creek. Might be a little less than that, actually. For those of you that have been with the channel, you know, since the first year, I have a video there. The first time I went, the state park kicked my butt. The trail was incredibly hard for my conditioning level at the time, so I ended up going back, and I completed it, but I completed it in 3 days. Now, I've done it in 2, which, you know, isn't that big a deal. It really isn't. But I would really, really love to push myself to do all 36 miles in 1 day hike, just to see how my feet feel. I've just been really curious about it. You know I can do 21, 25 miles. After that, it just starts to get a little uncomfortable. But I'd like to get to the point this year where I could have the conditioning and have my feet be beat up a little bit to the point where I'm able to do that whole trail in 1 day. So I think that is on the bucket list for this year, along with the Superior Hiking Trail. And I think it'd be a great trip. I mean, every part about that park is very, very scenic. There's lots of things to see. You have waterfalls, you have, you know, all the history behind the oil boom in that area, and it's just a all-around cool place to visit. If you haven't seen that video, check that out. You can watch it in the suggested videos. But yeah, it's a really great place, but I'd like to do it in 1 day, just to see how my feet feel. Alright, looks like we're coming up to our first, and I think only road crossing. I think this would put us on Sugarloaf. So we're about halfway done with the trail today. It's about 12:15 or so. Alright, there's Sugarloaf. Let's make sure we go the right way here. Okay, I think this is the way we want to go. I'm going to consult the map real quick. Down that way, I believe, is a whole bunch of like cross-country ski trails. Not right immediately here, but you know, further down that way. And well, here, let's take a look at the map, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. We just passed the Sugarloaf Road right here. Now down this way, hopefully you can see that. I'll blow it up for you. You see how many just random trails and horse trails, cross-country ski trails, and you know, I think snowmobile trails as well. It's all along this area. So yeah, I don't really want to go see that. I've been there before, but definitely wanted to explore this new area that I've never seen here along this little the Cascades. This is apparently like a really cool place to water slide, so I wanted to check this out. But I believe we are heading down this way, so we shall see. It's about 12:45 right now. Just taking my time. I'm not barreling through this. I'm just enjoying myself, enjoying the scenery, and it's a wonderful, wonderful day. Man, absolutely loving it out here. Now, I should stop for lunch soon here, but well, I'm not really hungry right now, so maybe I'll just bag lunch and just snack on the way home or something. Haven't snacked at all yet today either. I had a huge breakfast this morning thanks to my grandma, who I stayed with last night. She's a little bit closer to Ohiopyle than I am, so the drive out here was pretty good. Just want to show you guys all the water converging. Now remember, it's January, and it hasn't snowed much. This is all rain wash. So we got this one right here, this creek here, creek running down the trail, a large creek right here, and then there's another one further back there, and then there's like a trickle starting to come down this way as well. And they all lead right into that main stream that we haven't gotten to yet, but we should be pretty close. So all that stuff is going to create a tremendous amount of pressure down the line here, I think. And that's where the rapid slides come, those little cascades. A little bit before 1:30 right now. We've hiked 5.6 miles or so. So says my pedometer. And that's pretty good. I forget what time we got here. I think like maybe 10:30 or so. That's pretty good. Well, I figured out the source of that sound that I thought was the river. Straight down there. When we get around this bend, we should be able to see it a lot better, but definitely some white water down there. Pretty cool stuff. Can't wait to get down there. And if this doesn't wrap around, we'll definitely head down there. I see a dude in a hammock. Awesome. You know, I really enjoy seeing hammock campers out there, just people laying in the hammocks, especially when they're like, you know, brand like Dutchware, you know, something that you know they've done the research. They didn't just go up to a store and just pick out an Eno or a Hennessy, you know what I mean? It's always cool because you know they're into it. There's actually 2 people down there with hammocks, and I think one's a warbonnet blackbird, so I'm geeking out. Well, that's a shame. I thought it was just going to be like right around the bend, and then I checked the map, and the waterfalls, the cascades, and the slides are a little bit off the trail. I would have had the bushwhack down there. And, well, at least that gives me an excuse to come back, right? So I will eventually see it. Not this trip. I'm kind of enjoying myself just on the trail. It's all good with me. But we are going to check out Cucumber Falls before we leave here. And this trip, I thought the mileage was going to be a little bit longer, but it works out. I didn't get here until much later than my planned time to start, so this works out good. I'll still have time to do stuff at home. Well, I kept thinking that the cascades and the slide was going to be, you know, right around the bend, but just check the map. And it's a little off trail, little ways off the trail. So I'd have had the bushwhack down there, but ain't no big deal. It gives me another reason to come back here. I am definitely going to go see the Cucumber Falls area. It's probably packed with people at this point, but I really want to see it. So, but yeah, it's way down there. It's too late to make a beeline right for it. I'd have to walk back up the trail and then figure out where those little sites are. So I'm not gonna do that today, but maybe sometime this year I'll come back down here. Maybe actually go on the water slides once the weather warms up. All right, there's the Youghiogheny River right in front of us. Heading back down to the Trailhead parking lot right over here. We're gonna go check out Cucumber Falls once we get back to the car. It's a very short drive up there. There's actually parking at the falls, like right there, and you can just walk down the stairs and see it. Not the most remote of places, but it is pretty cool, and I definitely want to check it out. So this is really neat. Well, I forgot to mention the right along here. That is the Great Allegheny Passage. If you would continue to walk that, you would end up in Washington, D.C., I believe. My buddy wants to actually bike pack, which means, you know, camping with a bike, pretty much. And he wants to go at the beginning of the gap and all the way to the end of the gap. So might join them on that if I can find a bike that I can rent or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. But for now, let's check out Cucumber Falls. This place is super packed. I had to park on the side of the road to even get down here. The parking lot was completely full. Check it out and then get out of here. It's gonna be too many people for me. But definitely want to see it at least. There you go, Cucumber Falls, Ohiopyle. Pretty cool stuff up here. Probably climb over some of the rocks and then we'll get up there and take a better look. Well guys, that was an awesome trip. I had a lot of fun. Cucumber Falls was really cool, even with all the people there, it was fun. And we ended up doing about 8.2 miles, somewhere around that range. But a great day hike, especially in the middle of January without having to bring a coat even. I mean, that's pretty cool. Trip total, that was about 8.2 miles, said my pedometer. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing weather. I had a really good time. Wanted to get out here, wanted to give you guys something to tide you over. People have been asking me where the heck I've been for the past couple weeks, but yeah, I've just been busy, and you know, I'm really waiting for that snow to hit. And it's just not cooperating right now. But hopefully, in the next couple weeks, I will do a snowshoe trip in this general area on the Laurel Highlands hiking trail, and that should be pretty darn cool. For right now, I'm gonna go get some food. So if you have any questions about that trail or Cucumber Falls, don't hesitate to ask. Let me know below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks guys. Find time and go on your own adventure. I'll see you on the trail.